Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be something I've heard 2 or 3 times in the past few days, whether it be a YouTube comment, an email, or something. And it's this. This has to work because this is my last chance. And so I'll get into that in a minute, but I'm just going to enjoy a nice quiet evening. Sun's setting back that way, and I guess it's about 6:30 or so. Don't even know what time it is. Just take a nice couple of breaths. Breathe in the nature. Exhale the indoor living. Breathe in the confidence. Exhale the doubt. Breathe in the courage of accurate knowledge. Exhale the fear. So, this is my last chance. You know, I hear that a lot. And people say, if this doesn't work, I'm in trouble because this is my last chance. And in some cases, over the past year and a half since I've been doing these videos, I'll ask people, how come you're not taking action? How come you're not doing the feeling your emotions, soothing, learning to become more indifferent, shifting your focus back to living your life? And they go, but this is my last chance. If it doesn't work, then what? And so they're so afraid it's not going to work that they don't actually begin. And so that's obviously one of the things I wanted to mention here, is that if you're afraid it won't work, so you're not going to actually take steps to implement the things I share with you guys and gals all day or every day, you're going to guarantee that it's not going to work. Because we do have to shift some of the ways we're thinking. We do have to embrace this accurate information. And on that note, accurate information. You know, this isn't your last chance. It's the right chance. It's the accurate chance. It is your ability to use known, proven, accurate knowledge about the cause of so many chronic pains and chronic symptoms. So now you're finally onto the accurate information. But you'll have a lot of chances to implement that and make it work for you. The good news is you're finally on the right track, right? You're not on a track that's leading you to dead ends at every turn. That's the mainstream medical world, where you chase specialist after specialist after treatment, more and more fear, frustration, aggravation, nocebos, meaning all of these doctors' prognoses that you're going to have a lifetime of symptoms. There is no cure. All that crap that people say, it's because you're on the wrong path. You're on the medical path. And unfortunately, I love doctors. If I had a major problem, take me to a doctor. Heart attack, stroke, broken bone, car accident, all busted up. Take me to the ambulance. Take me to the doctor, to the hospital. Nowhere I'd rather be. But as it relates to chronic symptoms, they are taught by a medical model that just doesn't understand chronic pain or chronic illness. And because they are taught in medical school the pharmacology model, which is give somebody a pill, or if somebody has a problem, we operate, we cut them. They believe they're the chemist or the mechanic of the human body. And boy, it's way deeper than that. You know, the human body, and the brain in particular, is so miraculous in what it can do. I mean, just watch a kid go from being born completely helpless to, 24 years old and completely helpless. I'm kidding. But forgive the joke. That was busting on some of our younger generation a little bit. But it is miraculous what we can achieve, the things we can learn, the things we can do, the motor skills we can develop, the healing that we can do. You break a bone, you get it set, and it heals. You cut yourself, it heals. The body is miraculous. When you think about trillions of cells in our body, all working together with the brain to keep us alive and keep us safe. You know, things like the immune system, the digestive system. It's so incredibly complex. But yet, it has this innate wisdom and intelligence. And so, I believe that it's better off to treat your body well, right? Eat reasonably well, put good stuff in and on your body, and trust the body to do the rest. But the problem is this chronic pain stuff. The brain's just trying to keep you safe by giving you the pain to protect you from these dangerous, overwhelming emotions, or even just the stress and tension. It's too much and we start experiencing pain. We get medicalized, we fear it, we focus on it, we have anxieties about it in our future, and it becomes chronic. And then we get all sorts of failed treatments, and before you know it, you've got years or decades worth of chronic symptoms. But don't view this as your last chance. View it as your first chance to go down the right path, right? You've been going down all sorts of dead-end roads with the medical world. I spoke to somebody a week or two ago that said they spent $150,000 out of pocket on medical treatments and they were still in pain. And so, it's your first chance to go down the right path, you know, and take this roadmap to recovery that I'm laying out here in all of these videos. You're not broken. You just thought you were. You're not broken. Your doctors just didn't have the right information. You're on the right path. This is not your last chance. It's your first shot at accurate information that actually stands a really darn good chance of helping you at least minimize your symptoms, if not eliminate them completely. I had somebody message me, I think this morning, saying, is it always going to be this way? I'll feel good and then the pain comes back. And then, you know, I get frustrated and upset and, you know, eventually I'll feel good again, but then it'll come back. Is it always going to be that way, or am I kidding myself to think that there's permanent healing? So there is permanent healing. I'm proof of it. Look, I've been pain-free for 11 years. 2 very minor instances of pain, but neither turned chronic. So, yes, there is permanent healing. I feel better at 55 years old than I did in my 30s and early 40s. You can get better completely. What's the catch? When pain comes back after feeling pretty good for a little while, the best tool you have to teach your brain that no big deal is to jump right back on board with the things that got rid of it in the first place. Choosing your response to how you respond to a pain recurrence or flare-up is the best tool you've got. Obviously, you know it's coming. I'm going to say indifference, but freaking out will just ensure that that pain return stays longer, and the likelihood of them coming back in the future is more likely. So look, we know freaking out is not helpful, flat out. And if you can't be indifferent, or if that seems too out of reach, at least choose your response. What's the response I recommend? Indifference. Whatever, I don't care. I'm hurting, I know what's going on. Check in with your emotional world to see if there's anything you can connect the dots to as to why the pain may have come back, any overwhelming stressors, life events going on, anything happening there. Okay, connect the dots, or even if you can't connect the dots and say this exact thing is what caused it, so what? You connect emotionally, you teach your brain that pain means I should check in with my emotions. And whether I find an exact one or not, doesn't matter. It just is an opportunity to remind yourself that the recurrence of pain is not a physical thing. You didn't hurt yourself, you didn't pull your back out, you didn't overdo it physically. The brain just sensed there were some danger signals, maybe emotional, maybe, you know, you were starting to regain physical activity and you were convinced that I can't push myself too far or I'm going to hurt myself and the pain's going to come back. And the brain's listening to our instructions to go, yeah, walking too far is dangerous. Don't do that, right? So look, this is not your last chance. It's your first drive down the correct highway, the correct roadway. There's no dead ends here. There might be a couple of missed turns, but they all lead back to the same roadway, which is TMS, accurate knowledge, a workable plan to get better. So please don't convince yourself that this is a do or die situation. You're finally on the right track. As long as you keep moving forward, any wrong turns you take, doesn't matter. You'll still end up back on the main highway called TMS. So I hope this helps. Like I said, heard from a couple of people that were saying, this is my last hope. This is my last chance. If this doesn't work, I'm screwed. You're not. As long as you keep moving forward on this path, you will figure it out. I'm here to try to help you. And, you know, not every single recommendation of mine is perfect for everybody. Everybody's a little different, but that's also why I don't give very explicit instructions or a checklist or anything like that that will, I don't know. I don't think I need to tell you exactly how to do this. Soothing, finding your own way, feeling your emotions, finding your own way, becoming indifferent, how to reassure yourself. Find your own words. There's no one way to do it. There's no exact way to do it. There's nothing about this that's perfect. And for anybody who is getting frustrated with, you know, the unpredictability about TMS and how it acts and behaves, and I was doing well and whammo, here came the pain. TMS is unpredictable. If you expect it to be unpredictable, then you won't be so surprised and thrown off guard. And if you choose your reaction to the pain returning, you're really sending a good message of safety to the brain, as opposed to, I can't figure it out. What the heck is going on? I'm never going to get well, right? That's the wrong approach. That's freaking out. If you expect it to be unpredictable, it's going to zig, it's going to zag. It's not a straight line recovery. It's not going to turn off one day and never, ever, ever come back again. You know, you got to be consistent with the message to the brain that you're actually okay. Like I say often, you're not broken physically, mentally, emotionally. You're good. And it takes a little while for your brain to get that. But this is not your last chance. This is your first chance to travel down the correct road where there are no dead ends. And as long as you keep moving forward, keep learning, keep experimenting, keep implementing, you'll get better. So, hope this message found you well. Hope everybody's doing great. Thank you for all the kind wishes on my eye. I'm sure I'll get better. And we'll talk to you guys and gals tomorrow. Love you.